Actually, there aren't that many financial advantages of being married as such, although David Cameron actually does want to introduce the idea of a married couple's allowance again to sort of give some fiscal benefits.
He has been a bit vague about it, and it's received an awful lot of opposition from Ed Balls, amongst others, who say it'll discriminate against others. Tell me, though, this myth about being common law husband and wife, we've lived together for 2 years or 3 years, therefore we have all the rights, that doesn't apply, does it?
It doesn't apply at all. I mean, obviously, if you are going to separate, you're far better off financially coming out of a marriage than you are out of a cohabiting relationship. And it is one of the great myths, and people come to me and they have, it's 6 months or it's 2 years. I think there should be a change in the law, and we're pushing quite hard for it at the moment. The Law Commission has said there should be. The government hasn't shown any interest in it at all and has put it on the back burner. But a lot of people think they've got rights and they haven't. That makes them, particularly women, really rather vulnerable when long-term relationships break down.
Collette, let me bring you in here, and moving away from the legal side, let's go to sort of the personal touch of it. I'm 38, and there is a stigma to not being married. People at dinner parties will ask me all the time, why is it an open subject? Why is it OK to ask me why I've not got married?
Well, I'm also in that position. I have been married, I'm actually widowed, so I'm back in that kind of court as well. And I now see both sides of it. There's a sense of, you know, it's socially acceptable, you've got a man and, you know, you're settling down. But for working women, it's a lot different. You know, I've worked with some top editors, women editors, who have just not got married. And they've decided not to because what's in it for her? You know, there has to be some sort of equilibrium between incomes. And women our age, you know, we're lucky if we do meet someone who meets us on the same economic basis, social basis and so on. So we have to be really careful, you know, before we enter into marriage, because we've got a lot to lose. We're career girls and we might own property, so we need to be careful about what we're actually engaging in. And in fact, it's usually the woman, when she's married, I believe this is 7 out of 10 women are the ones who instigate the divorce. Yeah. So we need to be really careful, you know, who we end up marrying, because it's a legal agreement.
Are you in favour of prenups then? I mean, if you say you go into property with all these assets as successful single women.
Well, funnily enough, you know, I do a lot of entertainment journalism, and you know, Katie Price Jordan has been in the news recently. She's remarried, apparently, and you know, undoubtedly, if she has, she will have organised a prenuptial.
Does English still recognise it?
Yeah.
They are increasingly recognised, but again, we're looking at actually reforming the law, and I think this is something we will definitely see in the next couple of years, because both the Conservatives and Labour have said they're very keen on giving more certainty to prenups and indeed postnups. You can do one after the marriage, and that's even more effective at the moment, which not a lot of people know, as they say.
No. Now, just touching on divorce very, very quickly, are our divorce rates higher in the UK now?
They're actually just gone down again. They're the lowest since 1979. The statistics were put out, I think, a couple of weeks ago, which is good news, obviously, for the majority of the population. In terms of percentages, that's the case. Obviously, the number of divorces are going down as well, because not as many people are getting married.
Well, there you go. That's Marriage Week for you, summed up.
Thank you very much indeed to the both of you.
Thanks very much. Thanks, guys.